It's alright to be, do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
You know, it's amazing, isn't it? Whenever something successful comes out, you can bet that shortly afterwards, what you'll get is tons upon tons of cheap and nasty imitations. And the video games industry is unfortunately no exception to this rule. Of course, there are games that arguably rip one another off in terms of concept, which have resulted in a few famous court cases over the years. One in particular that springs to mind is the Street Fighter II vs. Fighters history case. But long before that, there was many a scoundrel bootlegging other people's games, and this was a very common occurrence during those pioneering years of the video games industry. But note that I said bootlegging, not merely ripping off. I'm not talking about all those games that simply ripped off existing ones. I'm talking about those that were little more than the same game with a few minor graphical tweaks here and there, and a different title, of course. There may still be a few bootleggers around today. I have seen a few bootlegged games on YouTube, but their golden age has long since passed. In fact, by my reckoning, I'd say it ended around 30 years ago, in about 1983. So, in sort of celebration of the 30th year of their passing, let us explore some of the more audacious rip-offs. So, without further ado, let us play Space Stranger, which is of course a blatant bootleg of Space Invaders. But the question is, how does it play? Let's find out, shall we? And it's exactly the same layout, same shields, same firepower. The only thing that's different, it seems to be the actual Space Invaders. Oh, sorry. Space Strangers themselves. Oh, and the ship's a bit different as well. The only thing that seems to be significantly different about this game is the spaceship across the top, the flying saucer. As you can see, it changes direction just to annoy you. Other than that, I don't really think there's anything to say about this game. There doesn't seem to be any colour, but I don't think there was in the original. Okay, enough of that. Next up, the interestingly named Darth Vader, which is probably the more blatant rip-off of the Space Invader games, as all of the graphics are pretty much identical. The only difference is that they've decided to name the game after a character from Battlestar Galactica, and I don't know if it's just me, but this version seems to be a little bit quicker than the original. And other than that, I don't think there's anything particularly noteworthy about it. And perhaps I'm just being cynical here, but I don't suspect we'll be seeing Darth Vader in this game at any point. No, even the flying saucer's the same. Okay, enough of this crap. Let's move on and prepare to defend ourselves from Moon Alien. Alright, now this is the first of our Galaxian rip-offs, as you will soon discover. The music's the same, check. The enemies are the same, check. Actually, come to think of it, the flies at the top and the bonus ship is a slightly different colour to the original. And the ship you're controlling is somewhat less phallic shaped than the original too. Yes, same explosions, same sound effects, same enemy tactics. The only significant difference I can see in this one is that if you look carefully, you'll notice that the missile you shoot in this version, you can control it to some extent, as it stays on the same axis as your ship. Does that make it any better? Is it an improvement? I don't know. Oh well. Enough of that. Next crap. Yet another Galaxian bootleg, boys and girls. This one's called Cosmic Alien, and as you can see, the graphics look rather different. Different as in crap. Yes, the enemies look... well, they don't really look like flies anymore. They look more like... Well, I don't know. But they look like they're flexing their muscles or something. I must say though, I think the ship you're controlling looks a little bit better than the one in regular Galaxian. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't judge it too harshly. Okay, next up, it's a Moon Crester ripoff. This one's called Eagle, Trip to the Space War. Try it now, because I can get lots of fun and thrill apparently. Yes, this one's probably one of the most bootleg games in existence, and like most of them, the graphics have taken a turn for the worse. And so is the bloody music. Oh my god. As you can hear as well, the sound effects have been ripped from Galaxian. Oh yes, same explosion sound. No, I don't know. Oh my, just look at the bloody graphics, they're awful. I could do better than that on the Spectrum, good god. Okay, next rubbish. Atomic batteries to power poison girls, it's Batman Part 2, which is a rip-off of Phoenix. Come to think of it, whatever happened to Batman Part 1? I don't know. I don't know why it's called Batman, because it says on the rather buggy scoring table, destroy space birds. And bats aren't birds, so... Well, try spinning your way out of that one, Captain Bootlegger. Let's play it, see what it's like. And as you can hear, we've traded Fur-Elise for this cacophony. Oh, good lord. The sound effects seem to have been taken from Galaxian rather than the original Phoenix. I don't know why. I think Phoenix sounded better myself. Still got the shield, so that works just the same. Oh, where have I gone? There I am. Same enemy movements. Yes, that's pretty much the same. Pretty much the same game. Apart from the stupid title. Let's get rid of him. Yes, it's even got the same bugs as Phoenix. Level 2, for some reason you shoot at double speed, and I really don't know why that is. That was a bug that was present in the original Phoenix game. Okay, now we move on to the bigger birds. Let's have a look at those. What the hell? How did I die? How did I die? Nothing hit me. Oh, this isn't very good, is it? Holy Phoenix, Batman! This game sucks!
You're right, Robin. Let's play something else instead.
You asked for it, Batman. It's time for Abscam, the first of our games that have some sort of underlying political message that I don't quite get. And as you can tell from the music here, yes, this is a Pac-Man bootleg. You play this man running around collecting these dollars, being chased by the FBI or IFB, depending on which direction they're travelling in at the time. And if you get caught, you get arrested or something, judging from the handcuffs. And you're doing all this while Uncle Sam, or is it Abraham Lincoln, I don't know, while he's looking on. Yes, this is, it's all very puzzling. I don't know what it's all about. Next, yet another Pac-Man bootleg. This one goes by the name of Joy Man, and features one-eyed monsters in place of the ghosts, which is nothing compared to the hideous monstrosity you're controlling. I mean, just what the hell is that supposed to be? Let's give it a go. Yeah, same music, same sound effects, sort of. Ah, but look, instead of cherries, you get to eat a giraffe. That's exciting, isn't it? What happens when you die? Oh, right. Oh, that was crap. Okay, let's move on and get ready to have fun with Monkey Donkey? By persons unknown, as they removed all the copyright information at the bottom. What the hell is a Monkey Donkey anyway? Is it some sort of weird vivisect? I don't know. No, it isn't. As you can see, it's just bloody Donkey Kong, who apparently is covered in slime or something. Why is he green? Oh god, that looks awful. No, this is just a bootleg of Donkey Kong with horrible colours. Let's oh bugger! press the wrong button. Well, okay, yes, you get the idea. It's pretty much the same. Next, it's a Gallagher bootleg called Gatsby. For some unknown reason, the not so great Gatsby, as you're about to find out. What's wrong with the L? And the B? What happened to that? Yeah, same music. Same gameplay, slightly different enemies. Yet, oh, bloody hell. Yes, whatever. Let's move on. Ghost Muncher Galaxian. No, that doesn't make much sense to me either. Get ready to avoid Casper the Not-So-Friendly Ghost, Igor, Festus and Jasper. But look on the bright side. At least we're controlling the real Pac-Man this time, which I suppose makes the bootleg all the more obvious. Let's find out what it's like, shall we? The music's different. Different in an ear-splittingly awful way. Oh yes. Oh, it's buggy too. Look at that. Did you see the top of the sprites disappear as you go near the top of the screen? Yes, there's a few different colours. The cherries are purple for some unknown reason. I don't think there's really anything worth commenting on here. The ghost names are different, the colours are slightly different, and the music is dreadful. Yes, death's the same as well. Yeah, it's pretty much the same game. Sod this. There are many questions that have troubled philosophers throughout history. Do we really exist? Why are we here? Is there a God? Well, here's another one we can add to the list. Do you take the duty to ruin headquarter? Fortunately, that's one we can put an answer to when we play Strafe Bomb. Yes, this is a bootleg of Scramble and the graphics have been changed for the worse. There's no music and for some reason your spaceship runs on oil, which is a bit bizarre. And we've started on level 2 as well for some unknown reason. Other than that, the gameplay is the same and the sound effects are identical. No, I don't see the point in this at all. Next! Shiver me timbers, boys and girls, it's Pirate Pete. Now, I wasn't sure about adding this to the list because, well, there's a very good reason that this bootleg exists. It is in fact a bootleg of a game called Jungle King, in which you play this character who is a rip-off of Tarzan, complete with that noise that he makes when he's swinging through the trees. And what happened was the game makers got sued for copyright infringement, and thus it had to be changed. So in this version we've got a pirate ship instead of a jungle, and it's a ridiculously large pirate ship. In fact, to tell the truth, I don't quite understand why he doesn't just walk along the deck rather than swinging on these ropes. I mean, there doesn't seem to be any obvious reason for it. I guess walking isn't heroic enough for him. Okay. Right, alright, now we're in the water and we're getting attacked by sharks. And in the original, in the Jungle King version, you were attacked by crocodiles. Now, and just like in Jungle King, if he gets attacked by a shark, he starts having a seizure and floats to the surface. You know, like you do. Okay, I think we've seen enough. Next up, Mr. Do. I know what you're thinking, punk. You're thinking, how is Mr. Do a bootleg? Well, when you see me play it, you shall find out. as this is yet another game with a political subtext. Yes, in this game, as you can see, you're playing not Mr. Do, but a very fast-moving Uncle Sam. And you're getting chased not by lizards, but by Arabs on camels. And there are no apples here, instead we've got barrels of oil. I'm not exactly sure what kind of message it's trying to convey, but it seems to be critical of America's oil politics in general. And he seems to have a stick of dynamite or something. Oh yes, oh, right. When you get the thing in the centre, whatever it is, you get chased by cars. Presumably angry motorists. Angry about fuel prices or something, I don't know. I don't know who that other character is at the top. You know, it says extra. I don't know who that's supposed to be. Any ideas? Post a message below if you know. Ah, in the second level you have to collect some sort of bizarre Masonic image in the centre. I don't know what it is. Could just be an oil well. I don't know. No idea. Let's collect it and find out. Yes, there's a character again and the angry motorists. Yes, I've noticed as well that in the corner, the lives, it's still got pictures of Mr. Do rather than Uncle Sam, which is a bit sloppy really. Hang on a minute, I just want to check something. I'm going to complete this level, and I want to have a look at the little cinematic part. It's like Pac-Man in that when you complete a few levels, you get this silly little, you know, this thing where a big Pac-Man comes along. Well, you get something similar in Mr. Do. Let's find out what it's like. No, it's exactly the same. Mr. Do's in it and the lizard. No, obviously changing that was too much trouble. Okay, sod this. Let's move on. Last and probably least, let's clean out the sewers with the interestingly named Pest Place. Starring those two famous brothers, Peter and Jimmy? Right, okay. Okay, this is just crap. This is just Mario Brothers with a dreadful colour swap. Yeah, the game is pretty much the same. It's not really worth commenting about. You know, the only comment I'd make is just don't play it. So if you've managed to endure all that, I'd like to thank you for accompanying me into the world of bootleg crap. But as I said at the beginning, arcade game bootlegging began to peter and Jimmy out after about 1983, existing only in a few rather famous examples such as Street Fighter 2 Rainbow Edition, which I used to call Street Fighter 2 Cranky Edition because, well, just do a search for it and you'll see what I mean. Okay, see you next time.